What is the Trinity? Many people are puzzled by this word, and that's okay. The Trinity is a difficult concept to understand, and that's not without reason. This is how we describe God, who is the infinite, incomprehensible divine being. He's the creator who is far above us and far beyond our understanding. Then there's the reality that we don't find the word Trinity in the Bible. And yet, it is a very important word to understand because this is our theological shorthand for describing the greatest being, God Himself. Our English word Trinity comes from a Latin word coined by the North African theologian Tertullian. He combined two Latin words to create a third word. He took trias, which means three, and unitas, which means unity, and combined them to get one new word, trinitas. Translate it into English, and you get Trinity. This word captures the two basic principles that the word Trinity conveys: the oneness of God as a single divine being, and the threeness of God as existing in three distinct persons. Perhaps a diagram will help. There is one divine being whom we call God. God exists in three divine persons: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, who are often referred to respectively as the first, second, and third persons of the Trinity. It's important to realize that each of the three persons is fully, equally, and eternally God. The Father is God, the Son is God, and the Holy Spirit is God. However, each of the three persons of the triune Godhead is distinct from the other two persons. The Father is not the Son, nor is the Son the Father. Similarly, the Son is not the Holy Spirit, nor is the Spirit the Son. And the Holy Spirit is not the Father, nor the Father the same person as the Spirit. Each of the three persons is God. Note, I didn't say gods, but God. And each of the three persons are distinct from the other two, not blended, not blurred. Only one God who has no partners, no peer, no one on His level to rival Him. And yet He does exist in three divine persons. We'll be looking in more detail at how the doctrine of the Trinity is indeed rooted in the Holy Bible's teachings. But for now, let's take note of how the Bible teaches that there is only one God and that this one God exists in three persons. When a teacher of the law asked Jesus which commandment was most important of all of them, Jesus answered by quoting the Jewish Shema found in Deuteronomy 6 verse 4. The most important one, answered Jesus, is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Or consider at the beginning of Jesus' ministry, when He was baptized, we see the three divine persons distinctly revealed. As soon as Jesus was baptized, He went up out of the water. At that moment, heaven was opened, and He saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on Him. And a voice from heaven said, This is my Son whom I love. With Him I am well pleased. The three divine persons are each distinctly present here. Jesus the Son is being baptized. The Spirit descends upon the Son in the form of a dove. And the Father's voice speaks from heaven. There are many other passages in the Bible that show that God is triune, and we'll look at some of them in upcoming videos. But for now, let's boil it down. A simple way to remember the complex doctrine of the Trinity is to think of it this way: God is one what and three whos. One divine being who eternally exists in three divine persons.